So I'm making this video to talk about the time that I almost got robbed when I used to work at Walmart. So yeah, let me tell y'all the story of what happened. So when I used to work at Walmart, right, I loved working at Walmart, by the way. But that was when I worked at Walmart, that was when I started making YouTube videos. So that was like 2008. But I wasn't making them heavily like I do now. So anyway, when I was working at Walmart, I used to work very late nights sometimes, like until 3 o'clock and 2 o'clock and 1 o'clock in the morning. Shit. So anyway, yeah, I used to work really late shifts, and there was this one night that I was in my car. I had a Ford Crown Victoria. I loved that car. That was the first car that I bought on my own, with my own money, without the use of my mother. And yeah, so I was in my car, my Crown Victoria. You know, those days I was a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? I was quick to fight. Like, I had that fight to survive thing going on, because I was going through a lot at that time. And I'm gonna get into why I started kickboxing in another video anyway. But so yeah, I was at this light. It was like 1:30 in the morning, probably closer to 2 o'clock, and I was at the light waiting to go home. My window was cracked a tiny bit, okay, just a little bit. It was like right here, you know, it was cracked a little bit. And I'm at the light, my arm on the steering wheel, you know, humming, waiting for the light to fucking change. And here's some bitch come up. Okay, it was a dude, but he come up trying to open my car door. Good thing I had the bitch locked, because that Crown Victoria that I had did not have an automatic lock system. So I had to manually lock my doors, and I didn't always do that. So it's a good thing it was locked. He go pulling on, bitch, get out the motherfucking car, bitch, get out the car, banging on my window and shit. Banging on my window and shit. So I'm looking, and he banging, bitch, open the motherfucking door. And I started laughing because I was tired as fuck, and I was not in the fucking mood, okay? I was not in the mood for the fuckery. So I started laughing. Ain't shit funny, bitch. Open this motherfucking door. Banging, just banging. He was trying so hard to break my window, but he couldn't break my window, because I had, like, my car was a police car. It was an old police car. So the windows were reinforced, and yeah, like, you couldn't break the window like that, like how you could on a regular car. But a police car, it's different, you know, because they house prisoners and all that. I still had those windows and everything, so he couldn't break the window. But my window was like cracked a little bit, but he was still like trying to get in. He couldn't reach through the window. But I started to laugh, and I said, bitch, if you don't get away from this car, I'm not in the mood for this. And so, man, you stupid ass bitch, open this motherfucking door, bitch. I'm like I'm sitting here arguing with him, like I'ma open my fucking door for you. Bitch, is you ill? Are you stupid? So I'm laughing at him, thinking like, what the hell? Is this nigga serious? And then he didn't have no weapon. Okay, I guess he just thought I'm a female, I'm gonna be scared, and oh my god, here you go. No, bitch, nigga, you got the right motherfucking one, bitch. Okay, so he comes and around the hood to my car, and by this time the light had done changed. Okay, but I was laughing at this dude, like, 'cause it was funny to me because he tried to scare me into he didn't have no gun, he didn't have no knife, he wasn't even that big, and he was trying to rob me. Like, nigga, do you know who I be? Do you know who I'm related to, bitch? You know, like, I say that because my family is very crazy and my uncle is very well known. So that's why I was like, you know who I am? Like, I'm a Womack, nigga. Like what? So I'm laughing at him. The light had done changed. I could have ran this nigga over, but I just laughed because it was so fucking funny to me. And I know y'all probably like, why the fuck would you just sit there and laugh at him? Like, I would have just left. I don't know where my mind was at, but I was tired, so I just laughed at him. So I go, you know, take my foot off the gas a little bit to move, and this bitch steady trying to bang on the hood of my car. Get out the fucking car, bitch. Get out the car. Get out the car. And I'm just like, do you know I can kill you with this car? Like, do you know that? Like, I'm screaming that out the window because obviously he must have thought he was Hulk or some shit. As tiny as I could have got the car and whooped this nigga's ass if I wanted to, okay? But I just laughed at the dude, and I was trying to drive off, but he was in the front and I ain't want to hit the nigga. So I'm like, can you move? And he just like going crazy. Get out the car, bitch. You think I'm playing? Bitch, get out the car. He just steady like banging, and I'm just like, can you move? Because I'm thinking I don't want to hit you, you know, like I could kill you. This is a car. You ain't got no weapon, you know, like. And so then he reaches in the car, like, because by this time I had to roll the window up a little bit, but his hand got in there. His hand got in there, and I'm not even sure what happened. Okay, I'm not even sure what happened. I don't know if in the excitement that I let my window down more because I screamed it out. I don't know what happened, but he reached in my car and grabbed my hair because I guess that's all he could get. He grabbed my hair, and I was like, oh no, bitch. You know, his hand was there, and I'm pulling his hand, like banging, like, you know, just pulling him up against the up against the door of the car. So oh, sorry. Just picturing the shit in my head is making me laugh because that whole situation just made me laugh. But he grabbed my hair pretty hard and it fucking hurt. So I was trying to hurt him. I'm, you know, pulling him, grabbing his hand, and then he let me go. So when he let me go, I had done got mad, like, bitch, you pulled my hair. So I backed the fucking car up. Backed it, you know, backed it up, and I went to ram this nigga. So I go to ram him, and I'm off the side, I'm off the road now, onto the sidewalk. I had done hit the big curve because it had a big curve. It wasn't just like straight flat, it had a curve. So I had done hit the curve trying to hit him. And he, you crazy ass bitch, you a crazy ass bitch, and he just running off. And in my mind, what did you think was gonna happen? Like, why did he sit there he sat there fighting with me for at least 5 minutes. This did not take like a long time. This was like 5 minutes, you know, this had done happened. And it felt like I was dreaming, but I know I wasn't, because I had done went to work. So, and I was sitting at the light. I don't know what he thought. How you gonna rob somebody with no weapon? Okay, no weapon. And especially me, I'm going to fight you unless you have a gun in my face. And even then, I'ma still make it a little difficult. Okay, like, you really gonna rob me? Really? Like, ain't nobody ever held no gun in my face, by the grace of God. That has not ever happened to me. But if it was to happen, stuff, y'all. Anyway, so yeah, he didn't have no weapon or anything, and I'm just like, how the fuck you gonna rob somebody? You have no weapon, you small as shit, you're not intimidating. I laughed at you, bitch. And the funny part, I think like maybe a few weeks after that, it could have been a little longer, maybe a month or two, I saw him. I was walking my dog, okay? I had a Kayshawn at the time. Her name was Candy. I was walking my dog, y'all, okay? Walking my dog. We had 2 pit bulls at the time too, but those were my cousin dogs. But Devin was my baby, okay? Devin was my baby. We had 2 pit bulls at that time too. And I was walking just Candy, because Candy didn't like to walk with the other 2 because they always fought. So I was just walking Candy, and I saw this nigga. He looked right at me, I looked right at him, and I bust out laughing. And he looked at me with this, you know, like type of shit or whatever. So I knew the dude he was standing at the street corner talking to. So I went up to him and I said, you know, this nigga tried to rob me. He was like, nigga, do you know who this is? And it was so funny because everybody knows who I'm related to in the neighborhood. My uncle is a pretty bad nigga over here. Like, he's a bad nigga, okay? I mean, like, big bad Randy, you know? So do you know who she relate this Randy niece? Randy Womack niece. And the dude was like, well, you know, you ain't, you know, he was like, I was just playing with you. I'm like, nigga, you was not fucking playing. Like, you was legit trying to rob me. And like, how you gonna rob me? You don't know if I'm in the neighborhood, okay? How you know I don't live over here, firstly? And you stayed so long messing with me, trying to rob me, that I recognized you. I saw your face. I knew what you looked like. How was you gonna get away? And why he ain't run when he saw me? Like, I'm walking my dog and I'm looking right at you. You look right at me. He probably was trying to figure out where he knew me from. And dude was like, you ain't gotta tell your uncle, you know, I was just playing. I'm like, no, my uncle home now. I'm finna go run and tell him. And I was just playing, but the dude got scared. Nah, man, I was in a bad place and I was doing this, and you know, I was just trying to get some money and no. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about your situation, bitch nigga. I don't give a fuck. You tried to rob me, okay? Why should I care about your situation? And you sat up there with a good fight, and then on top of that, you grabbed my hair, nigga. You don't touch my hair, bitch. Like, my scalp was sore when I got home. I'm pretty sure his body was sore the way I was like slamming him against my car, but you know, from the inside of my car, you know, grabbing him. Like, bitch, you got me fucked up. I mean, my head was sore. So I went and I told my uncle, but I didn't know who the dude was. I told my uncle. He was like, I beat his motherfucking ass. I love my uncle. It's so funny. But yeah, this is 100% true. This legit happened to me. I'm not even bullshitting. I know sometimes my stories sound completely outrageous. My life is out fucking rageous, okay? My life is crazy. And it's so funny on my face. You know that tattoo that Ice Cube has on the side of his face? I have it as moles on my face, and it means my crazy life. And right here in the little pyramid, my crazy life. I think it's so funny, but I know my stories sound outrageous, y'all, but they all true. All the shit happened. But yeah, I thought about that because I rode past a Crown Victoria today, and I was looking at it, and you know how when you see something, it strikes memories for certain things and all that. That's what happened. And I started thinking about the time I got robbed, and I was like, or I almost got robbed, and I was like, let me tell them this story. It's so funny. But yeah, like, I just laughed at the dude. I told my uncle, again, I'm saying it again, I told my uncle, you know, but I ain't know the dude's name, but I know what he looked like. I know what he looked like. But yeah, so anyway, that's it, y'all. That's all I wanted to tell y'all. And yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just laughing. I'm sorry. Anyway, that's it. Bye.